Opportunity surrounds me.
Hey y'all, it's Portia Teray with HillTop Hype, brought to you exclusively by DJIceberg.com. We got Jose Rivera in the building today. Hey.
What's good? What's poppin'?
Who you are and give me a chance to get to know you as well.
Okay.
So, where are you from?
Originally I'm from Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
My parents are Panamanian or whatever, so grew up in Columbus, Georgia. I went to college in South Carolina, in Columbia Benedict College.
Alright, so Panamanian descent, do you speak Spanish?
I don't speak like fluent Spanish to where like I'm comfortable.
But do you understand it? Like, do you speak Spanish?
Yeah, they speak Spanish, and like that's the crazy part. Like my grandfather's name was Jose Rivera, just Jose. So I wanted, my grandfather, like he came into my life late because him and my grandmother, they didn't have like the best relationship. So he came into my life late. So I wanted to like use his name, you know what I'm saying, and honor, you see what I'm saying? Like every time my family see Jose Rivera, they can always, you know what I'm saying, it's something like to remember my grandfather by, and it's like a name. And I wanted to use that, you see what I'm saying, to help my family out. So
okay, I like that.
So it's like a meaning behind it. Yeah, it's like a meaning behind it. Like some people, they might have like a regular name, but it doesn't have a meaning. And also it's like when most people, like when they look at me, they just like, yo, he's a black. They might see Jose Rivera, right?
Right.
They expecting some Mexican or some other Spanish guy. And when they see me, it's like the images don't come together, so it's like mysterious and it's unique. Yeah. So people, they want to know, okay, let me know more about this guy. What is he actually talking about? They want to know, you know what I'm saying? So there's other people, they use Spanish people names or, you know what I'm saying, or they use Spanish people lingo, but like my family is really like Hispanic, they really Spanish. I mean, we of color, you know what I'm saying, but like that's what we really are, so.
That's what's up. So you're 3 tapes in, working on your 4th. Payday was the first one, which received little attention. What can your fans expect from this 4th tape that you're working on that they didn't hear in your first?
They can expect like maturity, lyricism, and like a great voice. Payday, that was just me just putting out music to the world, just showing people that I can do it. I had another tape called The Layoff, and basically at that time,
was a follow-up tape.
Yes, at that time I was laid off, so it was like all those feelings was like real. A lot of my fans and supporters, they like that tape, and they want to do Layoff too. But it's hard to duplicate something that you're not saying.
Authentic.
You're not like. If I try to do it now, I just feel like I would just be forcing it. You see what I'm saying? So the 3rd tape was called Become Legendary. So I felt like I had got to a point where I could compete with like the artists that are out now. So that was like, me like just putting myself at a higher platform. And then this tape I'm working on right now is called Become Legendary 2, Dreams Never Die. And I've been working on this since like 2013. So, and the reason why I kept the title is because like I came so close to quitting my goal, quitting my dream so many times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with situations where I had to move out with my ex. So I had to like take more money to like put my, make sure my living situation was straight, and then like putting money into music and then things not panning out the way that it should be. So money is being wasted, and then, putting yourself in bad situations where like you doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. You getting robbed and now all your money's gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just felt like it's something that can like motivate and inspire like other people. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, like even my grandmother, she wanted to be a nurse. And she tells me all the time like, oh, I had to, take care of me and my younger brother, but I'm like, you could have did that. I mean, that was a choice that you made, but you could have did that. But there are other people that are like my age or even younger. They got other goals. They might want to go to law school. They might want to be rappers. They might want to be teachers, doctors, and they got different obstacles. They might have kids, or they might not have enough financial aid. You see what I'm saying? I feel like everything I've done, like one of the great things my aunt said, she's like, you find a way to put yourself in a hole, but you find a way to dig yourself out. They never have to save me. I always find out like, okay, what can I do to pull myself out of this situation? And I feel like in that tape, you're gonna hear that, you see what I'm saying, as far as those situations that I put myself in and I was able to get myself out. And then as far as the goals and the things that I'm trying to attain, and I also like the records or albums that like Jay has put out and J. Cole has put out and Nipsey. Like I feel like they have like attacked like, you know what I'm saying, like the music industry as far as giving people jewels.
Yeah.
And that's something that I want to do too. Like when you come away from my tape, I want you to be like, dang, I gained something. You see what I'm saying? I don't want you to be like, dang, I just listened to this regular mixtape. No, I want you to be like, I learned something from this guy. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is, but I want you to come away from the tape feeling like you learned something and you can apply that to your daily life.
Okay, so what was the moment, like one moment when you realized like you wanted to be a rapper? Like what moment in your life made that decision for you?
You know what's crazy? You might laugh. So like I got a lot of friends from like up top. I was watching Waka Flocka on TV, right? Okay. And like I'm watching Waka on TV, right? This is when he was like, pow, pow, like he was doing that. I was like, I could be a rapper too. So it was kind of like, and it's like no disrespect to Waka Flocka, but it's kind of like when I was watching him, I'm like, shoot, I could do the same thing he doing. And Waka has gotten like so much better, you know. And I have friends that like work with him, like. It was a white dude named Ben G from Columbia, South Carolina. He got a chance to work with Waka Flocka. And then I have another friend named Super Mario. I don't know if you heard of him.
I feel like I have.
He produced a two cup stuff record with Young Thug. Okay. He did the Drake record, the Ice Melts. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He did that. He got a lot of placements with Stallion, with Big Crit. So, I mean, he's been moving up. So, like, if I send him a message, I might not get a message until like June, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, he'll respond back, you know. So, but that was like that moment, like when I was like, oh, I want to rap too, you know. So
there came a point in your life when you ever decided you wanted to retire from rapping. Who is the one rapper that you would want to work with, and then you'd be like, okay, I'm good. Like you just got to work with this one artist before you can say I'm done.
The one I would have to say is like two. I would say like Meek Mill. I'm a huge Meek Mill fan. Like, I started listening to Meek Mills from like Flavors 2 because my homie Max, he's from Philly, so I started listening to Meek from there. And that's like somebody I definitely would like to work with. And like Nas, like I remember listening to like Stillmatic, like You're the Man. You see what I'm saying? And like. My grandmother telling me like, yo, you ain't shit. Like, and I'm like going in the room like mad. I'm cutting on Nas, and it's like the way like he used his words to paint the pictures. I could like close my eyes and like visualize. You see what I'm saying? Compared to like other rappers, like I couldn't do that really. Like it was just I was listening to him for the words, but it was like when I listened to like Nas, like. I can actually, like, when I listen to New York State of Mind Part 2, I can close my eyes and I can visualize everything in that record that he's talking about.
Okay, so Meek and Nas, he coming for you. He coming for you. What about producer? Is there one producer you like to work with?
One of my favorite producers, I would have to say Carter. Like, it's just like, it's like the melody and like the beat selection that he used is like, I mean, he used to work with Wiz in the beginning. I'm a huge Wiz fan too, so, but I like the beats that Carter made, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a huge Carter. And Southside too. Southside, oh man, his production crazy, you know, so.
All right, so your latest release, Another Day, you had Curtis Williams, TC Hitz. Talk about that one a little bit more for the people that haven't heard it yet.
Okay, that record, Another Day, it was produced by a guy named Blue Cloud. Okay. He sent me the beat, and then like I told him to change it like 2 times. So then I wrote the verse. I had 2 verses, and then I was going back and forth to South Carolina. I was working with my producer named Kashif, and then I met TC Hitz. I met him through Kashif, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I liked him was because of the fact that he almost like a bully, you see what I'm saying? So it's like when you hear that hook, like when it come on, like that's how he is for real. You know what I'm saying? He a quiet person, but like if something gotta be done, he gonna bully you out the way. It's gonna get done. So, you know, like I had just seen like how he moved and, you know, I brought the verses to him. He gave me the hook. And I was like, I kept saying it and it wasn't coming out right. It just wasn't me. So I was like, man, why don't you do it? So he did it. in one take. I'm like, bro, we gonna keep that. You might as well just add the ad-libs. And then it just came out to the timing as far as like adding Curtis Williams. I saw him at the show. I saw him at an event one day, you know what I'm saying? And like we chopped it up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then like a couple of months went by, I'm trying to figure out like, dang, who can I get on this? So I hit him up, I sent him the song, he was rocking with it. And then, you know, it just went from there. And then I was just sitting on the record and it was like everybody that came to my crib, they're like, why isn't this record out? I'm like, I don't know. And the reason why I held on to it, because I had put out the other records that I put out, I wanted to show like lyricism and I wanted to like show the storytelling before I like start putting out like the hits, you see what I'm saying? Like not saying those records aren't hits, but I wanted to like show people like I belong in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a long career, you see what I'm saying? And I can, you know, make good music, you see what I'm saying? I was like after that, then I can like start putting out those bangers that I'm holding on to, so.
Yeah, I definitely like that collab because I mess with Curtis Williams. I feel like a lot of people sleep on him.
Oh, he's amazing, man. He make beats too. He's dope, man. He got a good spirit, good vibe. He definitely a good person. He's definitely underrated. And it's like the people that he's worked with, like Project Pat, Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa, like his catalog is like crazy. You see what I'm saying? He rock with ASAP Mob. So it's just like he get along with everybody. You see what I'm saying? So. Definitely a good person. So,
can we expect a video soon?
We working on a video. I also have a record with Jace from 292 that I'm sitting on fire. You know
what are you waiting for? Because
I'm dropping that Memorial Day.
Okay.
Like Memorial Day weekend, I'm gonna drop that. You know, have that weekend free. You know what I'm saying? Get out, promote the record. You know,
that'll be fun.
Of course.
Alright, well I gotta ask everybody this one. Top 5 rappers that are alive. No specific order. So no pressure there, but let's hear top 5 rappers that are alive.
You gotta put Jay.
Okay.
You gotta put Nas.
Okay.
You gotta put
Okay.
You gotta put Andre 3000.
Okay.
And my fifth one.
Last slap.
My fifth one gonna be Black Thought. And you know the reason why is because I heard him on that Funk Flex, like Black Thought. Like I don't hear a lot of his music, but when I heard him on that Funk Flex, he like completely destroyed it. Like I was like really, really, really impressed. You see what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people like give him credit. I don't know if it's because he don't have a lot of music. I don't listen to a lot of Black Thought. But like after I heard that, I started going back, like listening to records. He's an animal. Like I don't see why you couldn't put him in the top 5.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, so I know like kind of go with that too, like some people treat rapping as a hobby, some treat it as a passion, career, like what for you makes it not just a hobby?
I feel like with hip hop or rap, I feel like it gotta be a lifestyle. And one thing I learned last year with like the pitfalls and the downfalls is like my lady told me, you gotta enjoy the journey. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't be down on yourself because this record didn't pop off deal this way or that. Enjoy the journey. Like what about the people that like the record? Focus on that. You see what I'm saying? And like learn from your mistakes. And I feel like a lot of people, like even when they get on, they don't get a chance to actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I watched the interview with Logic. It was like one of the new documentaries they had. I forgot the name of it, but it's on Netflix. And like he was basically stating that he just realized that he made it, and he was on camera like crying. So like this whole time he's working and enjoying it, just enjoying the moment. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he just realized when they asked him on camera, like he just realized like, oh snap, I didn't did all this stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And this guy just signed a $30 million contract with Def Jam. So he definitely making the moves. You know what I'm saying? And for him just to realize like. That's the kind of mindset that I would like to have, like in hip hop, just enjoying the moment and just moving forward and taking my career serious.
Okay. So why do you think you deserve to be more than just local hype? Like, why do you think you deserve to be on that list with the top 5 that you listed off, or when in the future, 10 years from now, and say me or someone else is doing an interview with another up and coming artist, and they mention your name, like. Why do you think you deserve to be in that top spot?
I feel that I got a lot to offer. I feel like I can relate to anybody from the typical like guy that's that's selling drugs. Like I did that. You see what I'm saying? I've been in a foster home. Like my grandmother raised me. So like I've been on both sides. Like I had a priest named, I grew up Catholic. I don't consider myself Catholic now, but I grew up Catholic. But I had somebody that, he saw potential in me and gave me an opportunity to go to private school. And then those people saw potential in me to go to college. So I feel like I got a story to tell that a lot of, as far as like memory lane, like that was a story about like me not having a good relationship with my mother. But I feel like a lot of people could use that motivation and use that enthusiasm and they can learn from like my feelings. And I did it in like a tasteful way, because I didn't want like my aunt or like my uncle to be like, what the fuck is this? Even though they know like my mom and like me, they know we don't have like the best relationship. Yeah. It's still my mother. And I feel like I have a story to tell that people can relate to, they can understand. And I've been in everybody's situation. People might look at me and they like, damn, this guy, he grew up with a silver spoon. Like I slept in my car, like, like in Columbia, South Carolina, like I had nowhere to stay. Like a situation like that, me being in a foster home, like I didn't have my mom or my dad. My dad died at a young age. So it's like I didn't have like the tools that most people need or what white America would consider that you need to be successful. And I still made it. You see what I'm saying? I'm 32 years old. So it's like, for me not to have all those tools and for me to be standing here right now, like with my head up high and still pursuing my dreams, I feel like I can take what I learned in my life and what people taught me and I can give it to the younger generation. You feel me? And I feel like that's something that the younger generation we have now, they missing. Like the OGs that's in the game now, somebody gave them the tools, but they not giving the younger generation, they not giving them the keys, they not giving them the jewels. You see what I'm saying? Some people are, but as a whole, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what I can offer to hip hop.
Okay. Well, you proved your point for me. All right. So where can all your fans and hopefully new supporters find you on social media and all your music? You can find me on Twitter,
Real Jose Rivera. You can find me on Instagram, King Jose Rivera. Okay. You can find me on SoundCloud, Jose Rivera. I'm on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, Deezer. You can just type in Jose Rivera. Those are all the social. Snapchat. Okay. You can type in, Jose Rivera. So. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So make sure you guys go check out Another Day, Curtis Williams, TC Hitz on that joint too. So don't sleep because you're gonna miss out for sure. So I'm Portia Teray. It's been HillTop Hype exclusively on DJIceberg.com. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. From the strangers, middle fingers to my haters. Lord, I pray to see another day. Lord, I pray to see another day. Lord, I pray to see another day. Trigger finger like a gangbanger dap. Only trust in God and my strength. Only trust in God and my strength.